Welcome back. Today we're talking cars in Vegas.
Nice.
And we're gonna make Vegas Vegas again.
Yes.
This is Michael Zippidy Duda. I'm in Las Vegas, and I'm with Bobby Kahn,
How you guys doing?
the big up-and-comer, okay, who's going to take over Las Vegas. We need you to all vote for him. And he happens to be a car guy like me. all
Yep.
right?
So,
So you tell him what you think.
listen, I've been in the car business since I was 19 years old. I shipped about 150 exotic cars a month overseas my entire life until I was 32 years old, and I exited the car business. I got into the business when I was 18 years old. And one thing I will always tell people, okay? You got to sit there, and if you're not a hustler, you're not going to do it, okay? You need to, first off, follow-up is key. The biggest problem we have a lot of people nowadays is there's no follow-up skills. Nobody's on top of the deal. And on top of that, there's no 9 to 5s. I used to work, 20-hour days. I slept 3 hours a night, got 1 hour of rest. That's what I did.
You sound like my twin.
Yeah, exactly.
Work at 12, 14-hour days, no lunch, no break.
I'm doing the same
Came
thing with my
from
campaign.
NFL.
Yep.
Yeah. I see you all the time.
Yep, and the thing is, you never judge a book by its cover. Some of the best customers I had were the guys that walked in t-shirts and, boating shoes on, but would write a check for $1 million. You're only as good as your last deal, but
That's a teachable moment. Never pre-qualify a customer.
Absolutely, you never pre-qualify, you never know who's who, and some of my biggest customers, I said to you, were people that you never even think twice to look at because they pulled up in an old beater, had things, but they could write a check for $1 million, maybe they could write a check for $10 million, and they did over their lifetime in career. And I'm going to tell you one thing, the key to sales, you take it away from them and they'll want it more, okay? I'm going to give you a quick story. Anytime somebody was in my showroom and they were negotiating, and they were giving my salesman a hard time, I would walk up to the desk, I'd grab the keys, and I'd say, "I'm not selling you the car, you can't afford it," and I'd walk away. And they'd look at me like,
Sometimes
"What?"
you got to take it away. Obviously, you can't afford $550 a month.
Yeah.
So let's put you in the little Nissan Sentra.
No, I would just say leave. And when you take something away from somebody, they want it more. Same thing if you were trying to date a girl, right? If you pretend like you don't care, guess what? She's gonna want you more. That's it. Sales 101. Well, I appreciate it.
What was your biggest strength in the car business? And then we'll wrap it up, because I know your time's valuable.
My biggest strength?
Yeah, what was
first
your
off,
biggest strength?
I know my cars inside and out. From a Duesenberg,
Knowledge.
yeah, knowledge is
Product
power.
knowledge.
Knowledge is power, and on top of the market. You need to know what's happening in the world at all given times. So I knew that today this is happening in Vietnam, this is happening in China, so my market's going to change for the next 60 to 90
I
days.
bet you build huge relationships with your customers.
So today.
And
Yep.
they call you nonstop. I still have people calling me all the time, and I bet you do too.
Relationships are gold. So thank you guys.
Take
Appreciate
that
it.
to the
Thank you.
bank.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Make Vegas Vegas again. Remember, the car business is not a 9 to 5 job. You must master the takeaway and hustle.